The world we love has been under attack. There are people who awake every morning and the agenda on their mind is to undo everything you and I and probably 99% of those listening to us right now believe in.
Yeah, and a lot of it is just, it's fabricated because there's such a massive amount of this mass media. Like in Mr. Rogers' case, he wanted to exploit mass media. That meant one TV in everybody's household.
Right.
Nowadays, mass media, I mean, just in this household, we have probably 4 computers.
Right.
We only have one, 2 kids have got a TV, but Rebecca and I only need one. We don't need one in the bedroom or anything like that. But then everybody's got a device. Yeah. So it's everywhere. You know, everybody. It's mass media now is mass media. Yeah. You can't escape it. If you look for solitude, somebody's going to sit down next to you with their cell phone or something blaring.
Right.
And now you have to enjoy it through peripheral listening.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like
or ignore it.
You know, we mentioned earlier we are intentionally not overly political because that's not where the solution lies. And so what is the solution to the ever expansion of government outreach? Well, you have to strengthen self-government.
Yeah.
It's easy. No, it's funny because we can say self-government all day long because the algorithm hasn't been programmed yet to pick up on that. Right. Not realizing that that's really the most threatening term.
Yes.
They're looking for Democrat, conservative, COVID, vaccine, you know, looking for all the buzzwords. But what we're saying is, no, we're going to keep strengthening self-sufficiency, self-reliance, self-government. But if they can be empowered to be more self-sufficient, you're giving them basically new glasses to look through, and they'll start to see the cracks in the stuff that they used to imbibe as truth.
Yeah, and those same people who are wallowing in misery, they know that misery loves company, and they want others to wallow in their quagmire of misery.
Yeah,
they need to, you know, suck other members into their miserable society.
So would you say, Mac, that you have a philosophy of the family, a belief about the family? What's the outlook? Because you came from the Northeast, kind of the Roman Catholic kind of tradition where family is obviously important. You've told me a lot about your mom and your dad and whatnot. But, I mean, growing up, did you see family as something you had to escape? Was it – a lot of kids of our generation were like that. Get out of the house at 18 and –
I don't think I have a family philosophy. I may have shared some things with you, but I think the family unit's extremely important. I was fortunate to, I mean, it wasn't a dress right dress book answer family unit by a long shot. Sure. I mean, there was arguing, there were bad kids, there were good kids, you know, but it was just something that was understood that when you're 18, you're out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different time.
Yeah, it was a different time.
You know, it was a different time. So, you know, I had to plan out when you're a senior in high school, you had to start thinking about the future.
Right.
Yep. You had to start thinking about that being self-governed.
Right.
Because I didn't know anybody who just stayed at home.
Right.
I mean, everybody left the nest.
So then when you were in the military at 18,
yep.
Right? But so then what was your outlook on like getting married? It's like some guys are just like, well, I don't want to get married. I just want to play the field and be the bachelor and do whatever. Was there a both and with you? Because you obviously got married while you were in the military. Was that just something you did? Or were you like, no, I always kind of had my heart set on having a wife and kids?
Yeah, I think that just a part of the fabric of who I am. I wasn't one of these promiscuous dudes who felt the need to go out to clubs and link up with 2 different women a week or whatever it is. I just didn't feel that. I've always been more of a relationship guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Than somebody who needed to play the field. I just don't get it.
So what did you see as the benefit to that?
You learn a lot about another person, but also flip that around. They learn a lot about you.
Right.
Which can be bad, but if you're with the right person, it's really good.
Right.
Because there's a learning process there, and you realize one another's wants and needs more and more.
Right.
You know, if you're with somebody for a couple of days, You really don't know shit about them. But you end up being in this thing for an investment of time. So years, you're learning a lot about one another.
Yeah.
You know, you're learning about not just coexistence, but what makes you happy, what makes you tick, what makes you angry, what makes you sad. And I appreciate that process of partnership. And for me, like this go round, it's been great.
Just took you a few years
to
learn how to do it,
to figure it out.